welcome to episode 41 of the Knit Now Swatch Later podcast. My name is Courtney. This is a primarily knitting podcast where I talk about my knitting, crocheting, sewing, and whatever else I happen to be working on in the past couple of weeks. Today is Wednesday, June 2nd, 2021, and I'm coming to you from Pennsylvania, where I live with my husband and our 2 dogs and 2 cats. Whew, it seems like it's been a while. You can find me on Instagram as Knit Now Swatch Later and on Ravelry as Pup. We also have a Ravelry group for this podcast, which is in the links in the description box below, along with links to my project pages over on Ravelry and shops that I talk about in the episode. So let's just get started. I am drinking some tea out of my mug from the Yawning Yorkie. This is just a girl who loves pigs. That's me, for sure. So, I do have one finished object to show you guys today, and it is my vanilla socks. I knit these on my Addy Flexi Flips US size 1 2.25 millimeter needles. They are just a basic vanilla sock with a knit 2 purl 2 cuff. I think I did 40 rounds for the leg, slip stitch, heel flap and gusset, and then the foot in plain stockinette, and then a rounded toe. This yarn is the Haute Knit yarns in the colorway Holy Crap on a Cracker, and these are a gift for my mother. I actually showed them to her today when I went over there, and then I took them back because I needed to show them on the podcast. But next time I see my mom, she will get to have those and keep them, so hopefully she's excited about that. Next up, I have these in this bag from the Stitching U. These are my Mango Tango vanilla socks, and I am almost finished. Here's where I was the last time I showed these on the podcast. And then I am in the cuff. I think I have like 5 rounds of the cuff left, and then I'm going to bind off and do all of my afterthought heels and toes and whatnot. I'm hoping to get 2 pairs out of this, but we shall see. And then right now, my plan is to record a tutorial on how I'm doing that, how I'm adding the heels and toes and cutting it up into separate pairs of socks and all of that. So if you are interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments below and keep an eye out for that on this channel. Next up for work in progress, I have in my pig bucket here is my Mama cardigan, which I am finally starting to make some progress on. Doesn't look like it. Here's where I was the last episode of the podcast, but I have finally split for the sleeves. So it does seem to be going a little bit faster when I do sit down and work on it. Here's the back. I just love the texture on this. So now that I'm doing the same thing all the way across, I'm not having to do the plain stockinette for the sleeves. It does seem like it's going a lot faster, so hopefully I can start making more progress on that. When I show it to you guys, it won't just be 1 or 2 rows at a time. Alright, and then the last work in progress that I have is in my little doll-like bag that I forgot to put a progress keeper on here, so I don't know how far I was on it before. Not very far. I didn't even finish the gusset decreases, so I don't think I've made a lot of progress on this. This is the Opal Sock that I don't know the number right off the top of my head, but it is linked in my Ravelry page, or it is in my progress page that is linked down below. And then I'm doing this on Chow Goo needles. I'm using the magic loop method, and US size 1 2.25 millimeter needles. So that's everything in works in progress. I have a couple of future whips to show you guys for summer sock camp that started officially on June 1st, so that was yesterday. And I have not cast on yet, but I am planning on being in the wildcard cabin with my Addy Flexi Flips, and I have caked up 2 skeins of yarn. So here's the first one. This is from Plies and Hellhounds. It's just a really pretty gray with different like shades of blue throughout. And the colorway is dark and gloomy on her ginger base, which is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% gold stellina. So I'm looking forward to working with that. And then the second cake that I had made up here, I act like I caked these up myself, but my husband did it for me yesterday. So there's those, and this is Hedgehog Fibers Twist Sock in the colorway Matchstick. So there's the tag, and it is 80% BFL, 20% nylon. It's made in Ireland, which I always think is really cool, that to be able to get yarns from different countries at my local yarn store. I think that's awesome. So I am really looking forward to casting both of those on. I don't know if I'm just gonna cast one on or both of them. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you're participating in summer sock camp, and share with me what your goals are in the comments down below. I think I want to try to finish at least a pair a month, maybe 2, but I have a ton of projects going on right now, so I don't know about that. But I have a loose goal of 1 pair per month for summer sock camp. I have my summer sock camp pins from last year and this year, and then I had I got in on the pre-order for the summer sock camp bag from So Crazy Crafter, so I'm really excited for that to come. And then I also ordered a couple of the Crazy Sock Ladies patterns last night. I think one of them was Dragons in the Night, and the other one was Socks for Dad, or My Dad's Socks, or something like that. Those were 2 of her simpler, they looked like, to me, they're just simple texture patterns, which is what I prefer. No cables or charts or anything like that. So I'll probably be casting on both of those patterns for summer sock camp sometime soon. Alright, and then I have a bunch of stuff that I forgot, so hold on. So next up I have acquisitions. I picked up this really pretty yarn from Hobby Lobby the other day. It is Yarn Bee Authentic Hand-Dyed Tonal in the color Tabby. I just really loved this color, and it is 100% superwash merino wool. So I actually don't know if that's going to work for socks because it doesn't have any nylon in it. Awkward. So yeah, I was planning on using it for socks, but I'm not sure if that'll work. But I just thought this was really cool to get a hand-dyed, I'm sure hand-dyed yarn for 15 bucks. It's a pretty good deal to me, and it's a really pretty color. And then while I was at Hobby Lobby, I also picked up some needle minders that I thought were really cute, and there's one missing because it's on my project so that I could show you guys. It's a bee, and then you just put your needle on it so that it doesn't get lost or snagged on stuff. And I just have really been wanting one of those for a while for my cross stitch project, but I haven't been able to find any for less than like $20, so that was a good deal. super excited about that. Alright, moving right along, I'm going to move into books. I have a couple of books to talk about this time. Last time I know I was still on the same book I had been reading for forever. So I started Near the Bone by Christina Henry. I finished Near the Bone by Christina Henry in 4 days. Really good. Really good. If you are into horror, it's not really horror, more like suspense, thriller type books, highly recommend this one. I loved it. Devoured it in 4 days, which is pretty good for me lately, having been so busy. I haven't been knitting or reading or anything, so that was a pretty impressive feat that I made the time to finish that in 4 days. So I highly recommend that. I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads if you use the Goodreads app. I'm also reading Lost in the Neverwoods by Aiden Thomas. That is, I'm listening to that on audiobook, so I don't have anything to show you. It's still pretty slow. I think I'm like 37% of the way through or something like that. I just haven't been listening to it. I don't know. We'll see if I finish it. And then my next book that I'm planning on reading is Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. So I am pretty excited about that. The only thing is that this is a hardcover, and I don't really like reading hardcovers. I don't know why, but we'll see. We'll see how long that one takes me and if it being a hardcover makes a difference. So that's it for books. I have one more thing to show you guys for the shop update on Friday. I have some new sock pouches going into the shop. Here's the inside. And they are box bottom, and they are the perfect size for sock whips. I love my bags like this. I really wanted to keep one of these, but I only made 5, so I decided to share those with you guys instead. And then here is the tag. So yeah, those will be in the shop this Friday when this episode comes out, so check those out if you're interested. And as always, you can use the coupon code KnitNowSwatchLater for 15% off of your total purchase. I think that's everything for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out a new episode every 2 weeks, so until next time, happy knitting. Bye!